Hi, Sandy Freshy here, Human Design Blueprint Consultant. And I want to talk to you today about emotional manifestors. This is actually a request that was initiated by an emotional manifestor on one of my other manifestor videos. So thank you for initiating me and inviting me to do this video. Um, Emotional manifestors are the only manifestors who actually have to wait for something. And if you're familiar with the manifestor strategy, you know that manifestors are here to initiate action, and all they need to do to avoid the anger of other people is to inform those people who will be impacted by their actions of what they are going to do. With an emotional authority as an emotional manifestor, you do actually have to wait. And what you're waiting for is to get emotionally clear about the action that you want to take, to know how you feel about it. So basically, you are waiting through your emotional wave, the ups and downs of your emotional cycle. When you get this inspiration or whatever it is to take an action, it will probably set off a cascade of emotional chemistry, and you are waiting through the ups and down cycles of your emotional wave, and you're paying attention to how you feel about it and the emotional information that you get at every moment through that wave. So that's what you're waiting for. And then you're waiting for it to kind of clear. You're waiting for that energy of nervousness, or that energy of the ups and downs of your emotions, the excitement, maybe the not feeling so good about it, to kind of clear and level out, so that you really can see and feel whether or not that's an action that's correct for you. And then you can go ahead and inform other people about the action that you're going to take. So that's the mechanics, ideally, of how you work as a manifester, with this strategy of informing before you initiate action, and then also having this part of you that really needs to take your time and wait. What I've seen with emotional manifestors who aren't familiar with their strategy and authority is that they've had a lifetime of this energy where usually with this energy where they're pushing. I like to call it, and this is a 12-step term, it's called self-will run riot. And I use that sometimes in terms of like when you have a defined uh, heart center, will center. But in this case, I'm talking about how you have this manifestor aura that's always wanting to be on this creative role, on this role of initiating things, of taking care of things, of moving forward, of getting to the next thing, of not wanting to be slowed down, not wanting to be controlled, all of that stuff that's in your manifestor makeup. And then you've got to kind of wait and be with that. And when I've seen manifestors who aren't living that aspect of knowing that they need to wait and watch and get emotionally clear, it's like they're victims of their own emotional ups and downs, and their own self will run riot, because one minute they'll feel really good about something, and they'll initiate it, and then it's not going to work out for them. Maybe they're not even informing all of that stuff, and then and the next minute maybe their emotional wave is low, and then they just feel like they're hopeless, or the whole situation is hopeless, and it can be this real roller coaster where they're taking that emotional energy and they're just banging up against things, and it's not a pleasant thing to watch. It's really kind of painful to watch. And if you've ever lived that in your manifestor life as an emotional manifestor, you've probably felt that suffering at a very deep level. So I'd love to hear your experiences, whether you are an emotional manifester or you know emotional manifestors. I'd love to hear about your observations and your experiences with this energy that manifestors have to really push ahead, and then how that plays out with the emotional aspect of the emotional manifestor. You know, have you seen it played out? Have you seen emotional manifestors, or are you an emotional manifestor who has really learned to find that peace through your emotional experiences? Or have you are you an emotional manifester who was living the opposite of that? Or do you know emotional manifestors who are either living and finding their peace through their emotional wave, or are living the opposite of that? And what have you seen? What has that experience been like? So that's it. That's what emotional manifestors are like in the in a nutshell. And if you want more information about the energy types, or about how to get a session with me, or any of the other things that are coming up that are in my little corner of the human design and personal development world, please go to my website. I'll post a link down below. And until the next time, be well.